Today on Give Me Shelter. Jason and Brian come face to face with 12 feral puppies. Will all of them make it back to pet helpers?
Even if you get them, there's nowhere to put them.
Surprise, Danya. I got some babies.
A shy stray and her 9 vulnerable puppies need to be placed into foster care immediately. Can the staff find them a home this close to a major holiday?
Everybody is leaving, and nobody's in town, nobody has the time.
Jason has just received a call about 12 feral puppies he has been trying to find for the past 2 months. Since the puppies are older and mobile, he must act quickly before they disappear once again.
Big day, a contact down at the feral colony I've been working on for years tells me that he has finally spotted the puppies that have been eluding us for weeks.
Listen, somebody's walking around right in there.
Ernest has been leaving food out for the puppies over the last few days. He is putting food out for them now to lure them into one area, making it easier for Jason to catch them.
And not only does it mean that they're around and I can find them, but it means that they're kind of already domesticated if they're following people to food. Kind of the trick to catching these puppies out here on a feral colony is to get them at the right age. You don't want to get them too young, take them off their mother, and then you don't want to get them too old, because number one, the older they get, the faster they can run. Believe me, puppies are quick. They came right up to you, didn't they? All right. 11. You know, I gotta get these little guys. They're the most vulnerable right now because they're not staying in one place hiding with their mother. They're on the go. They don't know anything about their area. So if I don't pull them off now, we could lose a bunch of them. I'm grabbing one, okay?
Hey, baby. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
First little bugger I caught was friendly as could be. He didn't even run. Good sign, good sign.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, it's okay. It's okay.
His brothers and sisters aren't exactly the same. I got a few of them freaking out on me. This is gonna be interesting.
Jason is doing his best to wrangle a litter of feral puppies before they disappear. He has called his friend Brian to assist him.
We've been out here for months trying to make sure that these guys are caught, and now they're finally up and out, and we're gonna get these guys. Now comes the fun part of trying to catch them all. Once one starts screaming, the rest of them run away. The sheer number of these guys is making it very difficult because they're running in all directions.
How many are there?
At least 12. It's one thing when there's 4 or 5, but when there's 12 of them running around, it's a very difficult job.
The first one, of course, is, acceptable. He lets me take him. And now the rest of them are running off like, I turn the lights on and roaches are just scattering. I got to catch them before they get to the road or back to the forest. If they get into the woods, and they'll easily outrun me. And this truly is what it's all about.
Had one take off in the woods.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Little bitty, 5-pound puppies, really hard to find in dense woods. So, hopefully we'll be able to make sure we get all these guys.
A stray mom and her 9 one-week-old puppies were recently rescued from a high-kill shelter. Since puppies are susceptible to getting diseases at this age, they need to go into foster care immediately. In addition, the mom is extremely shy and needs socialization outside of the shelter.
From what I was told, she was in a high-kill shelter. In order to not euthanize her, they made the decision to put her in one of their sick quarantines. And while I am really, really glad that they didn't just decide to euthanize her, that's really dangerous for her and her puppies. They're only a couple days old, so puppies are the most susceptible age to start to get diseases. They're too young to vaccinate, they're too young to deworm right now. So we're definitely keeping a really, really close eye on her.
You can do it. My back legs don't work. They don't work. Who's a good girl?
Seems that she is a very, very submissive dog. I don't know if it's because of lack of human contact or abuse or neglect or anything like that.
Every day that passes is another day that the vulnerable puppies are in danger of getting sick, but they are too young to leave their mother's side. A foster who is willing to take both Katniss and her puppies will be a challenge to find, especially during a major holiday.
He's right under here.
Ernest says that one ran up underneath the ramp by the house. I can't seem to see it, nor can I squeeze under there to get it. Hopefully Jason can come up here and we can try to get this dog out of here because it's wedged up in there pretty good.
I guarantee you, by the end of this afternoon, every single one of them will be up our behinds wanting to love on us.
Yeah, these are very different puppies, you know, they're very...
Jason, we got one wedged up underneath the ramp.
Okay.
He's like wedged like as far back as you can get.
All right, so I got another one stuck underneath the handicap ramp. Can't leave him there, and I really need to get him fast because I'm actually supposed to be working this morning and cleaning. So I got to get back before I get fired. All right, watch that side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, his ass is mine. This little nugget has wedged himself underneath this ramp, but now that I'm covered in poo, face crammed up underneath this ramp, I'm gonna catch him, so I'm just gonna grab him by a chicken wing and pull, see what happens.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yep. Ain't no soldier left behind.
The puppies have never been handled by humans before, so as a natural instinct, they are crying out for their mother and trying to defend themselves. It's too early to tell just how feral these puppies really are, and if they are young enough to be domesticated. After hearing their siblings' cries for help, the rest of the litter has scattered into various hiding places. One of the puppies has just nestled itself under a pile of wood in a deteriorating abandoned house.
Gotcha. Let's go. I got this little booger that keeps running from me. I'm not sure if he's the last one. I got to keep looking. Oh my God. Surprise, Danya. I got some babies. Just for the record, I'm doing exactly what I was told not to do. Danya is my boss, and she is the end-all be-all when it comes to intake of animals. She has not given me permission to bring in these animals, but she's my buddy, and she's a soldier in the cause as well, so I'm hoping that we can pull some heartstrings.
I told him that he is to go down and assess the situation, check it out, find out what size puppies, how many, what kind of condition they're in.
Jason informs me that he doesn't know if we can even bring them in, but that's not stopping me. I want to get them in the car. I want to get them out of here. If they have to stay at my house until we've got room for them, then I'll just have 12 puppies running around.
Nicole and Sarah are visiting with Katniss, a shy stray who just gave birth to 9 puppies.
It's ridiculous. I love her. Talk about a pancake dog.
One of the big challenges with Katniss is her shyness. We know from the other shelter that she was a stray, so chances are she never was socialized with humans. You know, it's possible humans were even mean to her while she was out as a stray. So it's gonna be really tough to find someone to take her and her puppies and get her socialized, bring her out of her shell.
I'm gonna get her a snack. There's your babies.
This is not a good place for her to be. She and her puppies shouldn't be in the shelter. They need to be in a home, and we just want to find someone to take her and the puppies.
Mama, look what I have. Oh, you're hungry? Come on. You gotta go on this side. Come on.
Love the head tilt.
Come on. Gotta come on this side. Good girl.
Katniss's shyness is slowly fading away, but the biggest challenge right now will be finding her a home before she and her puppies get sick. Jason is still trying to find the last of the feral puppies. He's late for work and is already pushing his luck, bringing back a litter of 12 puppies without permission.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, have you talked to Jason? Here, we've got 12 8-week-olds.
I went through this with Jason, and that's why I didn't go down, because I said, I was like, you know, even if you get them, there's nowhere to put them.
This comes at a really critical time because we already have our quarantine full of puppies waiting for foster homes. We have Katniss with her newborn babies that we are desperately trying to get out of here. Poor Bethany is running around like a chicken without her head trying to find fosters for all of these puppies and dogs, and the last thing in the world we needed was 12 more.
So we can't take them even if you can get them.
Yeah, well, I've got like 10 of them in my car right now.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
She's not real happy about us getting these puppies because we're so populated with puppies right now at the shelter, and without seeing them, she doesn't know how old they are, how big they are. Older puppies are a little harder to get out adopted, and especially when they're feral. Hopefully I can show her these guys and convince her that, you know, that they are totally adoptable.
We'll snag up these 2 I threw in the fence. See how this goes. See, you're the cool. You're the cool. You gotta have whatever. You are a little different, I know. See, he does not care. You need to have. I love babies!
We haven't been able to catch all of the adults because they are wild dogs, they're feral dogs. They're not aggressive, but they do not come up to people. They're very scared of people. We do take care of them, we feed them, so we've just been trying to keep the population down.
The grand scheme of things will be to build a fence, herd them into it, and then we can sedate them, catch them, and get them fixed, and stop having puppies every 6 months, you know? I mean, I think we're at 340 now.
They're not going to be family pets for anybody, but rather than taking them to somewhere where they're going to get euthanized, I'd rather them just live the rest of their life happy out here.
Babies. Babies. Daddy's not exactly happy. We're not really starting off good. I gotta woo her somehow.
Hello?
Hey, I missed your call.
There's things that we need to get going here that, you know, is not getting done. So I just want to make sure you're on the way back.
Yeah, I'm going back right now.
And now we have 12 intakes to do. It is what it is, but they could have waited until Monday.
I will work with you on making sure it all happens. It's not the end of the world. You vent on me all you need, and I will keep my head straight.
Okay.
Love you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm not gonna let them run off. I can't just do that. I didn't really explain to her that they're not the little teeny tiny puppies I was hoping for. They're a little bit bigger. So we're gonna get back and hopefully she'll like them and keep them. I know she will.
I don't like being pushed in a corner, and that's what he did. I should have known better, because when Jason's involved, everything goes his own way. Just did what he wanted to, like he always does.
Yeah. So not sure what's gonna happen when we get to the shelter. We'll find out when we get there. Yeah. So,
Jason.
What's up, baby? How you doing? Every time I think I got the last one, another one pops up. I really didn't think there was gonna be that many, but I love it. I love little Solagri souls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
12.
12. We got him.
All right. That's how we do it. Oh man, I love this. Man, between local contacts and Brian catching dogs here on Solagri, they don't do this for nothing. So when we go out, we put our heart and souls into it, and we actually win. That's what it's all about.
You don't want to shake my hand.
We've been looking for 2 months for these guys, and to finally get them at this age, it's a big relief. Now we can get our plans in place to make sure that we don't get any more puppies out there.
I got 12 pups in the back of Brian's car. I've got to get back to work. Danya's got to take these dogs, because if she doesn't let me intake them here, then I got 12 puppies that need all kinds of medicine and vaccines, and I won't know what to do. Come on, Danya. You know you like dogs.
Bethany has spent hours trying to find a foster home for Katniss and her puppies, but has had no luck. With a major holiday just around the corner, most people are leaving town and won't be available for another week.
I'm running into a humongous problem finding somebody who's A, willing to commit to that long of a foster, and B, that's not going out of town for Thanksgiving. Everybody is leaving, and nobody's in town, nobody has the time, nobody's gonna be available. They're real susceptible to disease right now. Therefore, they need to leave the shelter and all these germs immediately. So it's like a rush to beat the clock, because if I don't get them out of here, they cannot sit that long over the holiday, or they're gonna end up ill.
As the list of potential fosters dwindles down, so do the chances of Katniss and her puppies finding a temporary home before the holiday weekend.
Puppies! Puppies!
Jason was able to find a temporary kennel to place the feral puppies. Even though they have stopped crying, they are still scared of humans and will need lots of social interaction. Before they can be put up for adoption, Danya will have to assess them to see if they're healthy and young enough to be socialized.
Here they are. 12. 6 boys and 6 girls.
Oh, little babies. Oh, are you guys scared? Oh, I know it's scary, big person. Oh, don't crawl under the thing, little babies. Come here. Come here, I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, you're so cute. Hey, little fat belly. Oh, this is why I have this job. Their lack of socialization is definitely a concern. What they're gonna need is possibly somebody over the weekend to, hold them, keep interacting with them, so they have that little bit more of a socialization. Oh, you scared? Oh, it's okay. We're gonna show you love.
We've been searching for them for like the last 6 weeks or so, because we knew they were out there. And people had seen them, and then every time we would go where they were, they'd move somewhere else. Once they get to be like 3 months old, it's impossible to catch them.
This time is really critical. So putting them into a foster would give them that one-on-one time for them to get used to humans and human interaction, and realize that, we're not the bad guy, and that
Their mom has done her job, and now it's up to us to get them to where they need to be.
Oh my gosh. When I initially saw them, my fear was confirmed that they are much bigger than what we normally pull from Soul Gray. They need to be socialized between 2 and 6 weeks, and these dogs clearly are pushing 9, 10 weeks old. And there's 12 of them, so now we have 12 giant puppies that are under-socialized. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's a little upset. I think she's gonna change. She's gonna switch. That's a pretty wide variety. It's not just like black and yellow. We got a good color pack.
A couple cheers. You got a lot of chocolate in there.
This one is sitting like
On top.
I know. They need to get handled like
Yeah.
real quick. There's definitely a couple of them out of the group that clearly are going to need some intense socialization, and they needed to have that like yesterday. I mean, as long as you don't take them home, they start screaming.
Not anymore.
Like this one.
Then they stop.
Jason brought them here, and Jason's gonna have to follow through now. He'll stay tonight and intake them, and make sure that whatever needs to happen gets done.
Donya's in charge of intake and so forth, so it's her job to give us a hard time. She wants to make sure that she's getting in the right animals and so forth so that we can get them adopted, but she does have trust in us.